The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Taken from just outside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. He'll get this up to about the 44. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
Oh, fighting off the defender.
And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Tua now on 1st down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the 1st quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The
Dolphins at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 15 at the Bills' 21-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that have been our tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Taking it about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A-Chain on the counter.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Tua going to change the play.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A-Chain on first and 10.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the... After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now Tua.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Third down, here's A-Chain.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
York able to send this one through.
And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Cook on the toss left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
A great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here comes third down and 7.
Here's Allen to throw it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now left side, the completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Tua now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion, Hill. Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Left side, Cook.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Allen off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Some coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
To the air, Allen. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. That is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen. Man open, here is Crowder. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. That 2 is going to change things up.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 33 yards that time. Tua going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now they'll audible to something else. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. 2nd and 9 from the 44. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua to try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
69 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Short pass to Howard, and he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Running right, here's A-Chain.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to pass. Tua.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From midfield, here's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, Tua.
Well, swing this out wide. Here's is Oche. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Jalen Waddle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. New York now for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on first down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Getting the ball is Cook right left.
And able to get this to the 31. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. But to do it, they're throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Powers through. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the ball way out there, but it'll be third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Here's Bass now to send it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. A toss to Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Quick slant to Crowder.
And he's brought down. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. A little short pass here to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Oh, able to avoid him. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
This is 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
There he goes, left side. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dolphin A-Chain hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, come on, two. Hey, Watson.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Here's Allen.
That's caught by Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Allen going to change the look here.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Throwing, Allen.
Throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! From 19 yards away.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Tua.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25. Here comes 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Tua.
Connecting with Hill. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Tua. Out of the gun. Here's a give to H.A.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. And now an audible here into something else. Tua right back to H.A. on 2nd down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we get to be here to watch this one.
New York on now for the extra point.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
And anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen, and the points, they have come fast and furious.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's A-Chain on the give.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.